President Biden and my friends across the aisle want to continue to exceed America's credit card limit without any consideration of how or why we got here.
Since the first day of the administration, this Biden administration has recklessly spent taxpayers' dollar, and as a result, as I say, you see inflation at record highs, stealing money and opportunities from hardworking Americans.
The three main pillars of this legislation will benefit hardworking Americans by limiting federal spending, saving taxpayer dollars, and growing the economy.
Well. Several years ago, we warned during the Trump tax cuts that this dramatic decrease in revenue would explode the nation's debt. And we heard from the Republican side, no, let us write off our yachts, let us write off our private jets. And we said that this decrease in revenue would explode our national debt.
Overnight, they dreamt up a dangerous economic bill that will plunge families into economic depression. Republicans say they want to grow the economy, but their bill will destroy 8,000 jobs in my district alone and 7 million across this country. They say they want to invest in children, but this bill eliminates childcare access for 4,000 kids in my state and 180,000 nationwide.
But instead now of realizing the error of our ways and reversing these tax cuts for the wealthy, we are now seeing the Republican side promote a bill that cuts student loan cancellation, veterans health care, cancer research, opioid treatment, Meals on Wheels, and more. The debt limit is about meeting our obligations already voted for, that Republicans and Democrats have already voted for. And if we want to cut and make changes to programming in the future, we may do that. But this and threatening to take the economy is not how we do it. Thank you, and I yield back to the chair.
For a long time, Republicans spent so much time saying they were going to address the economic anxiety families were feeling, but overnight they dreamt up a dangerous economic bill that will plunge families into economic depression. They talk nonstop about rail safety, yet in this bill, it would cut at least 160 rail inspection days in Minnesota and cut 7,000 inspections nationwide. They are not repealing the Bush-Trump tax cuts because what their bill is going to do is do wealth transfer from working and middle-class families to billionaires and millionaires. This is hypocrisy and is full of lies. Corporations should not be put ahead of our families.
Texas. You know, under Trump, I'm sure it was said before, 3 times the debt ceiling was raised. And yet you're saying now, at the same time, Donald Trump gave a $2 trillion tax cut to the wealthiest Americans. But don't blame him for the deficit. Let's talk about these poor people that are trying to get health care or put food on the table for their families, or the veterans who are seeing a cut in their health care. No way. Vote no on this terrible, mean proposal.
Gentlewoman's time's expired.